Good afternoon, Speed Gaming, and welcome to Link to Best Randomizer Tournament. Today we have a Group H match here between P-Train and Seb. It will be the Cross Hunt mode. How's it going? I am Wolfling0370, and joining me on the mic tonight is Phoenix. How's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you, and I'm looking forward to watch another Cross Hunt game. In this tournament, I'll learn to enjoy it.
Alright, so Group H.
So
Almost filled up right now here. This is one of our last matches. This is actually the last match between P-Train and Seb K here for the entire bracket. This will be their 6th game overall. P-Train is currently sitting at a 3-2, and Seb K is sitting at a 1-4. So P-Train is looking pretty strong here, but Seb K is looking to shake things up a little bit.
And it should start every moment, and we are listening to the music from Seb. He's using Final Fantasy V, and here we are.
That's our pal's big key to start things off. That is a required big key. So to bring you guys up to speed on what this is all about here, we are playing the key sanity mode here, so all the keys are shuffled across the world, all the maps, all the compasses, and we have to find them all. But most of them, really. Today we are playing also the cross-world entrance shuffle, which means all of those interior entrances, with a couple exceptions, are shuffled amongst each other, and we will not be seeing any sort of traditional routing here as well. So, for example, this potion shop, as we're about to see, is going to be the Mimic Cave. And the cross part of Crossworld is the fact that connecting caves, ones that have two different exits, are allowed to connect between light and dark world. So there's multiple ways to get to the dark world in this specific mode of the randomizer. Lastly, the hunt part of Cross Hunt. We are playing a Triforce Hunt here. You can see the tracker above of each of players' health. It's 0 out of 10. However, we're doing something a little different here. We're taking advantage of a somewhat new setting here, in which case we don't instantly win when we get the 10 triangles. No, we have to go and fight Ganon. And there we go. We have the big key to Eastern Palace right there at the Lumberjet. At the the ferry, or no, this is Zora's River. Drop down. And the hammer as well. Now, you're probably wondering, where are our triangles going to be located? Well, in Cross Hunt, they are located on every single boss in the game on their heart drop, with the exception of 2. Those are locked in the vanilla, a big key chest of Ganon's Tower, and the final chest at the very top of Ganon's Tower, locked behind the Ice Armos and Boulder 2, respectively. Any 10 of the 12 triangles out there are required to finish the game.
It also means we need 0 crystal at all. Ganon's Tower is open with 0 crystals. Also, it's a fast Ganon. It means we don't need any crystal to defeat Ganon. But as you called it, we need 10 of 12 Triforce pieces.
That's right. Now you can see we're checking this entrance cave here. This is leading us to Sanctuary. So Sanctuary's at Hyrule Castle. Honestly, not a great entrance. It's for one of our warp points to be at, but so it goes. Now, I did mention that there are some exceptions, and we're going to explain a couple of them right now. First off, Link's house will always lead out of Link's house. That gives you a static starting point for all the entrance shenanigans. The second rule is that the top of the bar, the back door, is always going to be that same entrance, because that's the only entrance you enter from above. And last but not least, all of the drop-down caves are shuffled amongst each other and are connected to the nearby exit. So the Ganon drop-down could be in Kakariko Well, and then its entrance is right there next to it.
We also have seen on, for example, Ganon can also be in the Lost Wood, can also be on Magic Bed. Here is Waterfall Fairy. With a GT Small.
Yeah, you're probably wondering where the Skull Woods caves all fall in the deck. There are a bunch of drop downs themselves. They're all shuffled amongst each other. They are isolated. So the front of Skull Woods will always be around Skull Woods.
Was there something on Race Game?
Couldn't tell, but I don't think they can reach it anyway. I believe we saw our first dungeon here at the little house here next to the library. We found Eastern Palace already. And the Magic Bat Cave leads us to... I believe that is Magic Bat Cave, so that's vanilla.
Is this even randomized?
Now, P-Train has done the Old Man Cave and has come out at Dark Sahasrara. So he's in Eastern Dark World right now.
And looks like there was a shield on Race Game. Thanks to chat for the information. There is Hookshot Cave.
There's the potion shop. It's in Kakariko. That's actually not a bad spot for that shop, actually. Very
Not
accessible
really.
with flute.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna get a pyramid ledge check here. It can be in logic to bunny walk all the way over here to get the Moon Pearl, by the way. That is something to keep in mind here, is that walking from entrance to entrance is considered logical for Dark World.
So,
But it is just a small key. Entering the sanctuary, we find Ganon. So Ganon is in the graveyard. Small key to Dark Palace, 1 of 6. Now, we did talk about how we don't need the dungeon prizes at all this seed, but there are a couple exceptions. Obviously, the green pendant gives us an item on Sahasrara. But the
And
5
all-
and 6 crystals
can
give us an
also-
entrance.
Yes, entrance on Pyramid, and it can be important, but we don't know.
Now, Pyramid Fairy is usually the last entrance you check in this, because it requires knowing where the 5-6 crystal dungeon bosses are, and we only know where Eastern is right now. And there's the Graveyard Ledge entrance, and it just has a shield. One shield's fine, especially if you're gonna Fake Flipper, honestly.
You mean Mimic Cave?
Oh, that was Mimic Cave, sorry.
Yes.
I must have missed him entering the room, which, to the game's credit, if you know your entrances, you can just look at where you enter a room, and you'll know exactly what entrance you're in. Because all of the caves have a unique little sort of entryway path. Alright, back to Sanctuary. Bottle of the Bee. Map to this dungeon. 300 rupees.
And we found... Kakariko Well is on Lumberjack.
Ooh. That means Aghanim 1 is locking 7 items in his tower. And yes, folks, I did say 7. Because of Kaesden, those 2 chests in Naga Tower may not necessarily have keys.
So 5 checks on Kakariko Well plus the 2 chests in Castle Tower.
Yeah, Aga fans may be eating good tonight. We don't know yet. Now, just to briefly explain Kaesden a little bit more detail here. The keys are all we really care about in this particular set of rules here. We find the Lumberjack Cave, which has small key to skull.
Lumberjack
small-
Lost Woods.
And Smokey to get... Ooh! Ooh! Hold up. That fairy fountain right there, the east side of the race game, that has blue potions. That's just a free chuck for free potions. That's, again, a very accessible location.
Yes. Especially with flute going down and we found GD.
Oh my goodness, the fortune teller in Kakariko is Ganon's Tower.
With the first sword. And 3 blueberries.
Great find there. So yes, to explain the keys handy bit where the keys are all we really care about in this. Compasses, they give us an item total, but if you're using a tracker, you pretty much know how many chests you have left in the dungeon. But it's still helpful for newer players. The maps would tell us where the dungeon prize is for the dungeon. Except we don't care. There's the Moon Pearl right there. Step finding that. P-Train finding the Curiosity Shop. But yeah, because we don't know where dungeon prize is,
And we found pot.
I was in left side Saha, I believe.
It was the door directly next to blind in Kakariko.
Yeah, I think I think that was the left exit out of Sarsarilla's house, because that's usually a 2-door house.
We also got a shop in Kakariko.
Yeah, Curiosity Shop is somewhere around here as well. Now here's the one entrance I was talking about that's always constant. Ooh, the east side of Desert Palace in Blind's Hideout.
A lot of dungeons. A lot of dungeons here.
Yeah, but that desert one is particularly noteworthy because it has 3 quote-unquote front entrances, and that's just one of them. That could lead us to some other places like Death Mountain, which has a lot more entrances to check. Mini Molder Key was found. 50 rupees, 3 bombs. There's Blind's Hideout. It didn't go too far.
Just wanted to say, okay, he moved just a little bit down.
Oh, Mini Molder Cave has the hook shot. Good find.
That's nice.
Talking to Meyer. And smoking against Tower. So in terms of talking about big keys, which ones do we absolutely need? We do not need Swamp House and Skullwood speed keys by logic. Those just lock the big chest. In terms of doing tricks, with the hookshot, we can skip the Tower Hera big key using a trick called Herapod. And with the Kaesden and the Icebreaker technique, or with the Ice Palace Bomb Jump, we can skip the Ice Palace big key. However, those still lock big chests, which could lock something important for us. So it's a little bit of a risk. A little bit.
And to correct the chat, Ganon moved to the original Sank. It means the drop down to the original back of escape is Ganon.
Yeah, Ganon's drop down exit was in Sanctuary's entrance, so he's in the graveyard. The entrance, as I explained this earlier, but I'll explain it again. How the drop-down entrances work is that their paired exit stays next to them. So the back of the Lumberjacks here will always link to what's in the Lumberjack tree drop-down. So because we check Sanctuary and know that's Ganon's exit, we know he's in the graveyard. Also means... we gotta see the Useless Fairy Cave. I think that's on the pyramid, so Aghanim too, looking like he's pretty much a dud. Oh no, we haven't seen Lost Words drop down, did we?
Okay.
Okay, we got it backwards. Yeah, so there is an item locked behind feeding Aghanim 2. That's what we're getting at here. And we cannot scout it. So both Aghanims looking like they have some value. At the swamp, couples of thieves. Cash. More explosives, and a map. P-Train looks like he might be visiting the fortune teller shortly, which means he will know information on GT. Also, I like how we have a vanilla Link sprite and then a cursed Link sprite on the screen. P-Train's sprite literally does not animate its body. Because go woods. Alright. P-Train can do a little bit more in here with one small key to GT. Seb's following closely behind, so they're more or less met up.
And yes, with hookshot we can also check the M room now.
Yeah, we should be able to go a decent amount into the left side of GT here. Big key to Meyer. A glove. Ooh, good find. So that's standard Dark World access for Seb here, because he has found the Moon Pearl. Whereas P-Train, I don't think, has checked the northern part of Kakariko.
But now I think he will find it. Yes, when you go into this door, it's brewery and there is the Moon Pearl.
Seb, meanwhile, is going to continue to the left side here. He may be thinking go fight Ice Armors real quick. It's not going to be an easy fight with Fighter Sword on the ice, but it is a possible fight.
That's true. Not easy, but doable.
Ooh. Seb put the ball a little too close to the switch and got a double hit. If nothing else, I can see him checking in randomizer room. Big key to swamp. So both the optional the strictly logically, or the strictly non-logic bearing big keys have been found. Pod dip, meanwhile, here for P-Train.
With another GT small.
Another big key, Ice Palace's big key has been found.
Just wanted to say we found a lot of big keys here in GT.
And it looks like Seb's gonna bail. I'm okay with this, actually. Ice Armors with just Fighter Sword and 4 hearts is not a good fight, in my opinion.
That's true.
Is it doable? Probably, but it'll take you like maybe 4 minutes. Probably not a good idea. It is a really that is a slog of a fight. And we're getting a Mimic Clip action here from P-Train. There he goes. Bye-bye. Alright, so these are out of logic for P-Train here. Gets some money. Sets up a Death Warp. And some arrows. Seb, meanwhile, is going to go check the front part of Skull Woods. Needs to be careful, though. Alright. P-Train's Death Warp has been completed. Ooh, alright. A little bit of a tricky room here. Oof. Those guys are really hard to find. Wait, where did P-Train find the King of Samaria?
I think in pot.
Oh, he must have went a bit deeper.
Yes, and there's your confirmation. Samaria was in pot.
Oh, that was like in the first chest, and that was like free.
Pod Stealth's room.
That's locked behind at least a small key, so not exactly free, but it is, I think, in logic. Yeah, I think it is in logic. The key lodging in pod is a little confusing.
Yes, it is.
And of course, some people might be wondering what do we mean by key logic. The basic explanation is that the game will assume that the last key you use is on the door you open last. So, and it makes the assumption that you've opened all other doors first. So, in the case of... Well, we can actually use something like Desert Palace. Here, as we find the Quake Medallion in the pinball room here. So Desert Palace has 2 small keys that are supposed to open the locked doors directly towards the boss. As we find the lamp there. You could, if you wanted to, take one of those small keys and then open up the right side of the dungeon where the vanilla big key is normally located, and then grab those 2 items. But because of that, the logic will then assume that in order to reach the Desert Palace boss, you have the small key as well as the big key to Desert Palace, just to account for that potential scenario. Ideally, you would never do it, but it assumes that you would. And there's a small key to this stuff. It's always funny when you find keys in their own dungeon. Oh, but that's a huge find right there.
Yes.
So,
We found...
mirror is one of the bigger items in this game in general. In Crossworld, it is like the second most important item in the game, short of the Moon Pearl. There are so many entrances that get mirror locked. The balcony of Hyrule Castle, the race game. That's on top of the standard mirror lock checks, like the Cave South of Grove. Oh, Graveyard Ledge. It just allows you to do so many different entrance checks. It is insanely good.
Yes, so yes, as you called, 2 most important items in Crossworld Key Sanity, Moon Pearl and Mirror. With these 2 items, you can do a lot of tricks.
Yeah, the third most important item, I would probably give that to the flute/boots, just for more extra mobility. I would edge the flute a little bit, because you may not be able to find a convenient entrance path to the Mire region, which has a handful of checks. And is also probably one of the only ways you can check the Desert Ledge, which again, the mirror makes so much more value there.
We found library, but just with a compass. And another helpful item we found here in Skull Woods, the lamp. I mean, for example, if we got here a small key and we want to do the basement, we can play it. Also, there's a back.
And yeah, I'm completely forgetting about the glove as well. We had that so early, though. But yeah, glove is also very important for the this mode, because there's so many checks that are locked behind boulders. Some of them we can't even do yet because they're locked behind those dark color boulders, rather. Alright, Dark Fortune Teller is...
a fortune teller.
I think that might be the same one. That's the thing. Alright, Curiosity Shop. This is normally the place that sells the fire shield for 500. And today it's Spike Cave. We can't do this yet. No defensive items. P-Train, you are a madman. Kana Samari in hand is gonna do the Ice Armos fight.
Why not? I mean, if he is successful, his reward will be a Triforce piece.
Yeah, plus 2 more items. Now, we did get a glimpse at the Sev's map there. I think he misinputted. Well, we don't see there are a couple of blue crystals on the map. I think we saw one at Swamp and one at Pod. So those are not those crystals would not be important in the slightest.
This is Super Bunny Cave.
Well, her piece is here. Alright, P-Train does have a blue potion here, so probably a little bit more confident in this fight.
Yes. And yes, he will use it. Makes sense. It's a hard refill, it's a magic refill. So, makes sense.
And now doing the staff strats. Oh, lost it for a moment there. There he goes. So, I think stabbing the Armos is slightly better with Fighter Sword. I don't remember. Also getting the mushroom and a small key to Skull Woods out of the deal. Honestly, I'd say that was a pretty worthwhile dip. Gets on the board, Bird gets another item that we can turn in, and we know where the potion shop is. Alright, new entrances here on both sides. Lake has a bottle. Center of Desert Palace is the Lake Hylia shop. Alright, instead of checking these entrances here, PJ's gonna dip into the dungeon here, probably check the left side entrance. Get a small key to Meyer. On the torch, just a heart container. Big chest of desert. Just
50
money.
bucks.
So we did mention a few constants with the entrance shovel, and I actually just remembered I forgot to mention one. The exit of the Old Man Rescue will always be on West Side Death Mountain. It may not be in the exact location it needs to come out, but it will always be on this side of the mountain. And Sev gets bouldered. That's unfortunate.
That was a hit too much.
$14 days for a small key to Ganon's Tower. Not bad. I think that's our last Ganon Tower small key, though. Yeah, we found them all already. What the... There's the top entrance of Super Bunny. Right there, the Swamp Palace entrance. And in the Light World version, it's a trendy game. I haven't really found any new dungeons to speak of. We know where most of our Light World old entrances are in terms of them. Ooh, Seven's from Ice Palace at Height Cave.
Whee!
Alright, good
Lightwell,
interesting information.
and the Lightwell version is
Swamp.
Swamp. So Swamp is nearly vanilla.
That is really good, by the way. Because now we get Ice Palace and Swamp Palace as a potential duo for collecting 2 Triforce pieces back to back. And there's the hospital. Skull Woods is the green pendant.
And what is behind him? Some love, a small key to Maya, and 300 bucks.
We have all the keys to Misery Mire. That was the last one. We had the big key, we had the small keys. Now we just gotta find Mire.
Yes, so this will mean Maya will be completely in logic. I mean, we got all keys.
As it stands, it's not unlogic for Petrin to full clear. And the only reason I say that is because he does not yet have the lantern from Skullwood's front.
Yeah, that's true. A lamp and mirror both are in Skullwoods in the front.
He also doesn't have the knowledge of where Mr. Meyer is. None of us do.
That's true.
Like, we haven't seen any entrance of the castle. Both Hyrule Castle and Naga Tower. We haven't seen the left side of Desert Palace where that comes out. Haven't seen Hera or the boss of Desert. Back in Skull Woods we haven't seen. East Town we haven't seen. Mire. And none of the Turtle Rock entrances. So there's quite a few still out there. Ooh, a second bottle of a free blue potion for Seth. That's a good deal.
Yes.
Yes, the mirror was in, I believe, the Skullwoods. It's compass chest, and there is Desert's boss at the cave south of Grove, also known as Cave 45.
Yes. And it looks like Seb will do it.
I mean, I see no reason not to. You have a fire source, you have the big key.
That's true, why not?
The only caveat is that this is logically locked by the small key, but again, that is somewhat just assumption logic, and as long as you don't steal keys, you'll be fine. And with a hammer, this fight will be pretty straightforward. Does have a blue potion as well to make sure we get to the fight. Unfortunately, getting caught by the rocks that shoot out. So missed a couple hits on cycle 1 there. Give us some Village of Outcasts entrance checks. The Hammerable Shop entrance is a fairy fountain. And we're getting Vanilla Brewery here. Library, but it's only for a compass.
Yes, brewery was in the light world of Kakariko. And brewery was our moon pearl.
Yep. Engine's not so much. Alright, Triangle Clade, as has the Crystal from Desert Palace. Ooh! The big trendy game entrance is Spiral Cave. Now, this is a little bit of a risk for P-Train. This is a one-way connector, so if this does not pop him out anywhere near Village of Outcasts, he was not coming back for a while.
That's true.
At the same time, this might be the only way to Misery Mire. Oh, there's the west entrance into Desert Palace. I believe that was the archery game?
Yes, it was. Where was the main entrance of Desert?
That was the Lake Hylia shop. P-Train found that. Walked right in.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, Hera is the only main Light World dungeon we have yet to see.
We know Desert, we know Eastern, but Hera is missing.
Alright, we're gonna get a mushroom turner here. I would not be surprised to see P-Train go over to check the Zora region. But without the Flippers, it's not that appealing. Sev got in a bad spot and getting cutscened. Ah, just a heart container there. Does mean that this race game was important. We did have to mirror to it.
Ocean Shop is in Kakariko.
Yep, it's right here at this entrance next to Seb. Alright, new entrance here. P-Train, finding a fairy fountain. I think that's normally a great fairy fountain, so it just got a downgrade. That's unfortunate. So I'm gonna poke around Eastern Palace here. Sahaswa's house, meanwhile, is the left side of Hyrule Castle. Alright, there's a few items here.
First here, small.
Yep, another tier small. Oh. So Eastern looking like it has a couple keys for Turtle Rock. Now, we cannot full clear this dungeon. We cannot get the triangle, but we can get everything else but the triangle. Bombos found!
In Boomerang Chest.
That's right. Although, it should be noted, folks, that once again, because of key logic assumptions, everything that P-Train is doing right now is considered out of logic without the Hyrule Castle Small. Because you can use it to open up the Dark Cross pathway.
10 sticks.
But in terms of Hyrule Castle Small, we don't really care about that one too much. Alright, and it's 100 rupees here. And we don't know if the bow is here yet. There's only one check left, though.
And he won't. And he...
P-Train leaving Hyrule Castle. Gonna not check those other entrances just yet. Gonna head over to check the Eastern Palace dungeon entrance.
Yeah, makes sense. So, what is Eastern?
Misery
Eastern is-
Mire. And a Master Sword for Seb. Great finds all around. So we are missing 4 dungeons right now. We don't know where Tower Hair is. We don't know where Skull Woods boss, Thieves Town, and we have not seen a single Turtle Rock entrance. Maybe they'll change this. Peter's gonna check Dark Eastern area. C-shaped house, good start. Comes to Ganon's Tower. That's unfortunate.
And we found the old man. No, sorry, it was just connected to the mountain.
I think this is the emergency exit cave, yeah.
And yeah, true, we're also missing Castle Tower.
Oh yeah, we're still missing Agate Tower, but that's locking a few items, but at the same time, we have not seen any sign of the small keys, so there's not been, Portents. Hello, Bo! Featuring finding that in Hookshot Cave. And Seven's found the drop down for the old man rescue. So this is a one-way path, but it's going to lead to West Side Dark World. Or West Side Death Mountain. And Peter coming out of his cave and next to the boulders next to Link's house. Alright, Speck Rock was where the old man rescue cave was exiting from. Also, blink and you'll miss it, old man is a ghost. Just gone. Just right through the wall. Oh, Seb getting cornered by the boulders again. That is unfortunate. Overall deaths are probably one of the more annoying deaths because you lose so much progress in entrance. Is that you have to navigate your way back over there. So it might be a while before he checks the other Spectacle Rock entrances. Meanwhile, P-Train opens the desert the entrance here, the desert path. Halfway there. Words. East side of Hyrule Castle found. Alright. Ooh, the Chaucer twins here. This is a connector. Seb's using his mirror to great effect here. Finding what would have been Hammerpeg's cave, but it's only 20 rupees. And P-Train getting connected to the shopping mall area, aptly named, because in entrance, this was a place that shops like to spawn at. And we get the central entrance of Paradox as well as a fortune teller. Whoa, where did P-Train or Seb go? Because we just found Laser Bridge. What entrance was that? I missed it.
I also.
Oof. So Seb's gonna be here a bit. These lasers do 3 whole hearts of damage. And he's only spawning with 3 or 4 hearts, so it is paramount here. Central edge of the Hyrule Castle being exited from. It's the Dark World boulders next to the bomb shop. Spiral Cave entrance, thank you. Alright, so there's 3 important entrances left to find. Sev finds another cave. This is just an information cave. I think that's normally the hint that tells you about how you can get frozen enemies defeated. Or something. It's one of the weirder ones. Yeah, Peter is going to go ahead and finish up Eastern Palace here. Doesn't have the lamp, but has the ability to full clear. That's a Storyteller Cave. Oh my! Ice Palace and Eastern Palace are our 5-6. And that is a really rude bomb bender location.
Yes, it is.
Like, good luck getting that bomb there. I think... Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think that specific bomb bender location requires the flute. I don't remember how the bomb works in terms of connectors. There's Aghanim Tower.
Was it Light or Dark World?
It was the Light World Paradox Cave entrance. I think it was the one that leads you to the middle part of the cave. Alright, so can you not get hit by a boulder this time?
And we all know the stones here in Death Mountain are just annoying.
And I'm getting confirmation that that entrance would then be, with that location, the flute must be required to enter to check the Pyramid Ferry. Ooh, that is a rough spot. And the flute is looking like it's going to have some insane value to see it already. Because we have not found a single connector to take us to the Maya region. These boulders really have it out for Seb. His foreleg must be so concussed right now.
They just wanted to say, hello, we are here, we love you.
So I'm going to go up and check the Tower Hera entrance. And get this key to Ice Palace. It is Pyramid Ferry, the entrance, and it's just some hearts and arrows. But both fairy fountains give you blue potions. That's really good.
Normally you need to pay how much? 180?
160 rupees, but the potion shop's not in a bad spot. It's just in Kakariko Village. Alright, P-Train with the second triangle of the match. And one of the 5-6 crystals. As a reminder, folks, Ice Palace is the other one.
Okay, 45. Just a compass. Small key on floating island.
And Seb is going to check the top part of Dark Death Mountain here. This is another really hard spot to reach. Alright. Powder turn-in check reveals a heart container. It is bombos to enter, but unfortunately Seb does not have bombos.
Yes,
That has only been found by P-Train so far.
Yes, it was in Boomerang chest in Hyrule Castle.
Another storyteller from Seb's side, meanwhile. And here we have the chest side of Turtle Rock. This is just a free item. Or a couple of items, even.
Now we will see, or not, just want to say, now we will see GT.
Ugh, Seb is not catching a break in this mountain.
This entrance will then bring to Pot.
Alright, Seb is going to find the bow here. Although taking a fall right there, I think he may be... I made it show a sign that he may be a little rattled after all the overworld deaths. Because this battle has been absolutely brutal to Seb. Like, I feel bad for the poor guy. Just, ugh. Alright, so Tarahera's skull is details still not found yet, so we have no scope on our goal just yet. This might be Pyramid to Catfish for Zev, which I think is a fine play. Won't be able to check the waterfall fairy cave entrance, but getting the item off of Zora might be what turns the tide in his favor. Because it won't be long before P-Train finds that laser bridge entrance.
Now this is Hyrule Castle.
Ah, he's checking the balcony. Okay, that works too.
Makes sense with the mirror.
Yeah, we have now found a way to get up here. And there's Hera. This is a very easily completable dungeon for Seb.
We need to leave 2 checks behind. Basement and big chest.
True, we haven't found that big key yet. This is right here. No, but it's a castle tower small. Ooh.
That's nice.
Yes, because now we know something. The Tower Hera Big Key is not in the well entrance. And we can say that because if it was, we would not be able to get that small key to get to through Aghanim 1. So that's just a logic leap there. That makes sense. So Tower Hera Big Key is not locked behind Aghanim.
Reader number 2 and another crystal.
Yes, once again, folks, the standard blue crystals are completely worthless to seed. It's only the red ones we care about even remotely. Because our goal is to get those triangles, not the crystals. Alright, central balcony entrance. It's Thieves Town! Okay, at this point, we have found all but one dungeon.
Now what's is left?
And that just might be in Mesri Mire at this point. Stellar's found. Featuring in the Divin Ice Palace here with the Boundless Medallion.
Maybe Firelock Fire?
Tempered found for Seb.
And another piece of heart.
Alright, and the right side balcony is just an empty house.
So now we know we need the mirror to get access to Hera and Thieves Town.
That's right, so the mirror was strictly required this seed as far as... Well, we say that, but we don't know where our... Oh no, because we had the Desert Palace boss also there. So yeah, mirror was hard required this seed. No getting around it. Locks 3 dungeons.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That Ropa just jumped right into him.
It comes more like more and more to a running gag set design in the overworld.
Alright, so I'm gonna make the call that Skull Woods is in either Desert Ledge or in the Mire region, and we need the flute to get there. We have yet to find a connector, but there's still some connectors. There's still the mountain connector I don't think we've seen yet. Mountain Fairy Fountain connector? I think we haven't seen. I think that's it. We've seen most Elder entrances.
There is not really much left.
Smiths Light. I missed that earlier. That was the Smiths over in the Eastern Palace area.
Smith on Flute 5 Light World. Maybe the Smith want to fly away.
Or they just want to be recluses.
Or he was thinking, okay, I got... or maybe he was thinking, I got enough from Kekuriku, I need another place.
Alright, Seb has finally found Hyrule Castle. And P-Train is going to be entering the Cold Stare fight here for the third triangle. So as it stands now, as we're getting through this fight here, it's looking like Swamp Palace will be one of the two dungeons we skip.
Oh,
and it might be Skull Woods as the second one.
I'm just thinking about TR main entrance. Maybe. I mean, we will find now Bombers, so it's possible that we will see the TR entrance.
Could be there, yeah.
And maybe there is one of the lost dungeons.
Well, the only one we're missing is Skull Woods.
But
I think it's
or maybe the dam.
Yeah, Skull Woods and Dam are the main reason why I'm thinking we're not going to see these Skull Woods and Swamp Palace be our two dungeons we get a triangle out of.
We also haven't seen Skull Woods entrance, but the reason for that is we don't have a fire rod.
True. But we would need the fire rod logically anyway to defeat the Skull Woods boss. So, as it stands right now, we are looking at potentially Skull Woods and Ice Palace being, or Skull Woods and Swamp Palace being skipped. That's pending we don't find the flute.
And we will see now for the first time the Dark Cross.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen this.
We haven't seen on P-Train's side.
Yeah, P-Train has not been to the front part of Skull Woods yet at all.
I'm asking why.
T-Town Binky, that is a huge find.
Yes.
With that, we are only missing three big keys here. We're missing the GT Big, the Turtle Rock Big, and the Tower Hero Big. P-Train gotta go do Meyer. Makes sense.
Here is the dam.
Alright. With dam found, Swamp Palace is now a viable dungeon to clear. Although I say that, we do not have the flippers yet.
Just want to say we need flippers to clear swamp.
That was a pod. And now Seb is into Meyer. Unfortunately, Seb, without that Cane Samurai, cannot full clear, but it's gonna at least get the items that he can.
And by pulling the dam, we can also check the sunken treasure.
And Thieves Town Small Key found as well, so Thieves Town is full clearable.
Yes, that's good to know, but P-Train doesn't know that Thieves Town is mirror locked.
Peter doesn't even know the mirror is like strictly required. Or that it's in Skull Woods' front half.
I mean, it's also possible that the lamp is our only reachable fire source for a long time.
Well,
and
there's the
boots.
Unfortunately, I think most of the boots entrances we've found items in already, so boots are only for speed. But then again, that's what we want them for. Yeah, I think every connector that, or every entrance that is connected to boulders, P-Train has come out of. Oh, Seb just... Alright, this seat is just gonna get uncorked for Seb here in just a little bit.
This is really sad for P-Train.
Right there, blocked behind the torches on the left side of the dungeon. Not even the cutscene chest. Was the flute.
I think this was the compass chest when I'm right.
Man, what a crazy scene this is.
3 blueberries on cutscene. But this flute will open us Maya area.
Alright, PJ's gonna give this fight all he's got and then some. Trying to check all the bombs.
Where was the second bow?
I was thinking about was in the front of Thieves Town.
Ah, okay. I missed it.
Alright, Seb's about to get his boots here. Like, information-wise, Seb is in a really strong position.
Yes.
But mentally, that's a different matter. He probably feels behind of how many overworld deaths he's had. Yeah, P-Train not going to the front of Skullwoods is definitely hurting him right now.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a good decision on Seb's side to play. Okay, he can't finish Maya because he wasn't in pot yet to find his Somaria.
Yeah, at this point, in terms of items, we need Somaria and Flippers, and then the Swamp House Small, and then there's the route Seb can take. He can just skip doing Turtle Rock and Skull Woods. Alternatively, he can skip finding the Flippers if he finds the Ice Rod and the Fire Rod. Shovel has the Flippers! Alright, so there is...
So,
We're not in no mode yet. We need to figure out where that Swamp Small is. Once we do, I think we're safe to say we're in no mode at that point.
when I'm right,
Outside
we found the shovel in ice.
Ice had the... Oof, that's actually kind of rough. Yeah, Seb couldn't go in there yet because he didn't have bombos, but now he does. P-Train's back into GT. Yeah, he's full clearing GT at this point. I think P-Train's caught on that he's missed something. He just doesn't know what.
P-Train can't play Compass Room. He don't have any fire source.
Yeah, P-Train is just checking everything. Like, he feels behind because he feels like he should have had stuff by now. And he'll know he'll be behind once he finds the the mirror in a very easy to reach location. Alright, Def Warp. You want
He's
stuff
a
clearing
vlog.
Eastern.
was just a piece of lava in Tyrone, so Tyrone wasn't the answer. Mirror and lamp are in Scalwood's front. Scalwood's front.
Yeah, mirror's in the compass chest. Lamp is in the map chest. Peter is heading in the correct direction, though. And the score is mostly even. But once he has that mirror and starts checking the entrances that he hasn't done yet, PJ's got a lot of keys and can easily clear most of the dungeons he hasn't done yet. Alright, Pluto's online for Seb. I am surprised he went this way. Like, if I got the flute online, I would have immediately went to Meyer.
What is he doing?
Going to this ice palace looks like.
Makes sense.
He can full clear this, he'll get a shovel, which will give him his flippers to do swamp. So,
But
a nice enough play.
But
Well,
to play
he would-
Swamp... I just want to say, when he wants to play Swamp, he needs a small key.
Yeah. The singular smoke locks the entire dungeon. It just could be vanilla. We don't know. It would be a very rude spot for it, but it could be there. Alright, P-Train's about to get his lamp. Alright, do not leave this dungeon yet, P-Train. You've got another thing to find.
There is one more important sub you need.
Yeah, P-Train is more than likely going to enter a bit of panic here once he finds that mirror. Because of how early this is, he has to start wondering how long has Seb had this.
And here he is.
Nice double kill on the Stalfos, nice there.
And you don't feel happy when you see this mirror and this lamp. Because you know it was early available.
Yeah. P-Train probably has a bit of worry right now, but he's got a good... He's actually been keeping pace with the dungeons. He's actually ahead on dungeons. So he's not too bad off. But he needs to start checking those mirror checks ASAP.
Yes. Especially a balcony of Fire Castle.
So pulling the tongue as if he was going the correct way. Oh, right, he did the Ice Palace bomb jump, right. Bit of a derp there, on my part. Completely forgot he didn't have Key and Samaria.
And the advantage on P-Train's side is he did ice armors, Seb not. Here was a shovel.
Which, as we now know, locks the flippers. Oh, this is a check that I don't think Seb's done. Featuring its own Hype Cave. Our container. The Ice Rod. The Book of Adora.
Nice.
Huge finds. Huge finds there for P-Train.
Where was Hype Cave?
Great. It's
Oh,
Kingston.
boots locked.
Boots and Titan's been locked. That ice rod will definitely change it because we know that where the bridge is in Spiral Cave, and I'm pretty sure P-Train has found it. If he hasn't, that'll be definitely one of the checks he does with Mirror. That is the top of the mountain connector. Could see where it goes. He's going to. This is a two-way connection, so he could go back, and we'll take him a bit. Right side, Desert Palace. Alright, so I think that confirms it, that Meyer is locked behind the flute.
Yes.
However, right now, as we now know it, that doesn't really matter all too much. At worst, it locks Skull Woods, which is the green pendant. But our Fire Rod could be there. In an entrance elsewhere. I like this. PJ's gonna just full clear the Zora region.
Makes absolutely sense with flippers.
And who knows, maybe Skullwoods is over here, and we don't have to go to Meyer at all. Catfish, what do you got for us? Heart piece and mirroring to find. That is the bad entrance of Ice Red Cave. Nothing over there that we need. So it's gotta be real careful here. Let's get to the fight. And Zora Ledge is just a map.
Now we will see the other scamfish.
Small key. Dark Palace. Actually, decent. That gives us our third pod small. Alright, so these Dark Bonk Rocks, this is going to be Hyrule Castle Central, which Seb did not check. Featuring is beelining it to Pod, which is going to be the dam. Oh, wait a minute, this might be clever. Yeah, he's checking Dark Cross here. This will be the Thieves Town big key. And Peachtrain being in this region will remind him that he probably hasn't done the balcony yet.
I think the most important thing is to flew to my area.
I honestly agree. I'm surprised Seth hasn't checked that yet.
Nobody has checked it yet.
Well, Peachtrain can't.
That's true. We know the flute is locked behind lamp or fire rod left side Maya.
Alright, Peachtrain has found the dam. So now knows Swamp Palace is an option once he finds the small key. And Peachtrain is going back into Meyer. Peachtrain is going back into Meyer. He's gonna go get those Firelock checks. We'll give him the flute.
You remembered.
Stephanie Wong's gonna full clear Thieves Town.
Makes sense. Makes sense. We got all keys, so
Good routing from P-Train here. He's gonna find this loot and be in a very good position again.
4 checks left in Seas Town. 1 check is the Doritos, so this will mean 3 more possible items here.
Yeah, now P-Train can't do the Maya region yet, however. Keep in mind, he still doesn't have the Titan Smiths out of Thieves Town. He needs to find that first. And we know where it is.
That's true, that's true. So this will mean after clearing Maya, he needs to go to the pyramid, mirror to the balcony, and do Thieves Town.
Yes, which he can full clear. So, would not be a bad idea to do so. Oh no, missed around Laser Ridge, which was at Spiral Cave, which was also mirror locked.
It's on Laser Bridge, okay. Was it Spiral Cave or Spectral Cave?
It was the top. It was the main entrance of Spiral Cave. That was that location.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Which P-Train couldn't get to because he didn't have the mirror, I think. But now he does. Yeah, he's gonna mirror here and get right on course. Oh man, he is flying.
You are small.
Yeah, he's in a very strong position now. Just needs to make the right decisions here. And he's gonna use the Cane of Samari to go backwards through Turtle Rock and get as much as he can out of here. Alright, blind being fought here.
So we know Sep need to do shovel for flippers. We know Sep need to do pot for Samaria.
At this point, we're in sort of a no-mode situation here. We need to find the Swamp Palace small, and we know where everything is, as well as the Fire Rod. But we can also just ignore those checks? P-Train using the wrong medallion there. Sep finally doing the Maya region.
This will mean we will see new entrances right now.
Yep. Most likely Skull Woods is here.
Can we open Maya?
Yes.
Yes, we can. Maya
and the side
is
of Maya
great.
and Graveyard Ledge entrance was in Mire Shed.
For a big red 20. So, and now we will see Maya entrance.
Yeah, P-Train just doing back to front here on Turtle Rock.
And what is it?
Nothing. Oh, but get a mirror and check the Desert Palace entrance. What is this? Fairy Cave. Magic Cape found for a P-Train. Storyteller Cave. Alright, floating island has been found. The other Castle Tower small key has been found. And we found King's Tomb.
Another 20.
Alright, this is the last entrance here. And Seb has found a fairy fountain. So Meyer didn't. So the flute actually didn't unlock much of anything.
We don't have seen desert back or desert left entrance.
True. Thank you for the catch there. Alright, let's see what these are. Did I speak too soon? So far so good. Oh, trendy game. Oh! Oh!
Nice!
So GT is locked behind the flute. But what's locked in here in Turtle Rock? It's the back of Skull Woods!
This will mean Woods is locked behind Bombos.
Yeah, P-Train is absolutely going to be clearing this. He's going to be doing some shenaniganry here. So what P-Train is going to do here is he's going to bomb jump across the pit, light that torch first, then follow the pit and reset himself, and then do the rest of the torches in order. And you will have just enough time to get into the door.
Now Seb will full clear GT.
Yeah, Seb has pulled ahead here in the second part of this race here, but it's still anyone's game. And I'd still say the advantage is in P-Train because he has so many more checks.
Oh, sorry, he can't full clear because he can't do right side without Kane.
True, but he can at least get the Ice Armos.
And also Moldum too.
Yeah, so this is 2 triangles for Seb.
So yes, it's true. I forgot Seb has no Kane, but he can do. But he can collect now both Doritos here in GT. This will mean 3 dungeons left for him.
Alright, Green Penny collected for P-Train.
So
That could be a turn-in for the small key to Swamp. And now the dynamics changed a bit here. I still think Swamp is going to be one of the 2 judges we skip. But now with what P-Train's got on the table here, very good odds we skip doing Molar 2 on his side. Depends on where the Fire Rod is.
GT entrance, a new
The
one.
key to Turtle Rock is locked. Oh, okay, that changes things. Small key to Turtle Rock and 10 arrows. So there's two bosses locked behind the flute. Alright. Gina Cave. With the net.
Of course, we need it.
So how I will always be a fan of this music here. Got some battle on the big bridge going on here for Seb. Very fitting GT Ascent music. Ooh!
Oh no!
Seb takes a devastating death halfway up the climb. Is not discouraged though. Back up he goes. I never talked to that vendor. And they're lucky super bomb. That's funny. Oh! Oh, P-Train. Okay. There's some spice here. So P-Train's gonna do Aghanim Tower here. Now, this is for 5 extra items locked in behind the Lumberjack. And in doing this, he will also be closer to the Kakariko side to turn on his flute.
He can't do Agato, he is missing the second key.
Oh, you're right. So he's just getting this one item and bolting. Which is the big key to Tower Hera. Alright, so we found all the big keys. Except for pods. This is a problem.
And we know Seb need to left TR main to collect the second castle tower to get access to Kakariko Well.
As it stands right now, the Super Bomb must require the flute, and P-Train does not have his turned on yet, so he could not do Super Bomb. But in terms of entrances, we know where all the dungeons are located. So the only thing that could be there is an item cave that has as the spawn palace small. I'm gonna open for Seb. He traded wasting no time checking the Maya region. This will lock in his GT big key and find his Turok big key as a result. Wasting no time here.
He's opening Maya now, but he doesn't know there is nothing.
Actually, wait! Pyramid Ferry... We're missing 2 entrances, right? We still don't even know where Turok's front entrance and the eyeball entrance are.
Main entrance is on Floating Island.
Main entrance is Floating Island. He came out, okay. So...
We are
be...
missing the left side of TR.
Well, that could just be behind the Super Bomb for all we know.
We have seen all of Hyrule Castle. We have seen all of Desert.
Armor at long last for Seb. He's definitely appreciative of that. The question is, does Seb remember there is still another item cave drop down behind Aghanim 2? Top of GT had nothing. Alright, so PJ now with the GT big key.
P-Train was killing Ice Armors in GT basement, so and behind Ice Armors was one of the triangles.
Alright.
So now Seb collected both from GT, so this will mean 3 dungeons left.
Oh no. That could have been problematic. Seb was at the top of GT and chose to just leave. I think he forgot that the Lost Woods dropdown has to be on the pyramid, and that means there was an item that he does not know about. And that could be critically important. Gotta get his eyes right here, though.
Also the book.
Alright, our brothers have evened up here. Pre-train is wasting little time. I think this is going to GT right here.
We need to enter pot to get some items. Especially some Mario.
Oh, that's a problem. P-Train's going straight to the top here. He's gonna miss the Turtle Rock Big. Which, in this case, is fine, actually?
I mean, we know he can skip 2 dungeons.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna skip Swamp and Turtle Rock.
Makes sense.
So in which case, he needs to... Actually, no, it depends. He's gonna skip Turtle Rock. The second is gonna depend on which key he finds first. The Swamp Palace Small or the Pod Big.
Oh, true. We haven't seen the Hammer Pack entrance.
Alright. I don't think this can be anything of importance. Yeah, it's just Dark Sank.
I think an idea is to do Smith Chain.
I'm not sure. He's doing dinging finally. Alright, P-Train's with the last ounce of magic has to now defeated the Lambo 2.
Now we will do the Smith. We know it's on Lightwald Flute 5.
Yep, which is a quick... oof.
Mirror Bonk.
Very clean Reservoirs, very clean Gauntlet from P-Train meanwhile.
Oh yeah, that's true. Flute 5, Pete remembered. Compass to ice. Now back to town for purple chest maybe? Or not?
Maybe.
No, I think he will do shuttle now. Yes, this is the trouble.
Alright, so we'll get a Slivers, but the Slivers haven't unlocked much. I say that though, we haven't checked Man on the Bridge, have we?
We haven't seen Hobo, that's true.
Or, have we got this key yet? Dark Palace, okay.
I'm not sure if we have seen it. There was another Hyrule Castle entrance.
Yeah, Seb had just never bothered checking these. He could have saved him a little bit of time. Alright, triangle number 6 here for Peter in just a moment.
more health for Seb.
And Petrie remembered.
So, what is on Lost Woods drop down?
I don't know.
Maybe Swamp Small?
Maybe Pod Big? Maybe a Blue Pea? I'm gonna say a Blue Pea.
Oh yes, of course. We haven't seen this both entrances. Upgrade Fairy and Ice.
Fairy Fountain. And the bar. Alright, the drop-down cave in the pyramid. These locks one singular check. What do we see here? If it's a big key, we know it's to pod. It is just a heart piece. Unfortunate, but at the same time, there was no way we could have checked that. That had to be blind. And on the bridge, 10 arrows. P-Train's taking... Oh my goodness, this routing for P-Train. He's gonna mirror and start checking... Oh, there we go. P-Train need to do this.
Really good. And
yeah, he's about to catch up big... He's about to catch up in a big way.
Strong play, strong play. Doing the climb completely, check one single item and make the combination with the balcony of Harrow Castle. Good play.
We'll get the silvers, and I believe the Agate Tower key is here as well, so you could reroute and go to Agate Tower and clear that for 5 checks as well later. Seb, meanwhile, is checking more entrances. Dark Shopping Mall here. Once again, folks, neither runner has a complete knowledge of where all the dungeons are at this point in time. P-Train is the only one that knows where Skullwoods is.
That's true. Seb was on that spot, but he hasn't bombers at the time.
Alright. We got 3 checks here. Shop. Oh, there's our laser bridge. Or our laser eye wall.
Ah.
But that's the left side of Ice Rod Cave. And has the small key to Hyrule Castle. So with that, we now know collectively where every entrance to all the dungeons is located. Seb currently does not know where Skullwood's entrance is. P-Train doesn't know where that eye entrance is, but doesn't really care. So he also doesn't know where Hera is, but he's about to find it after he clears these down out.
And this is now our area for Seb. And we know there is nothing.
Now, once P-Train does this, does Hera, does Desert. That's 9.
The thing is, P-Train can check also, can also check Arabic.
Yeah, so Turtle Rock is going to be a dungeon you skip, so it's down to Pod or Swamp. It just depends on where he finds that missing item.
So he needs Pod Big or Swamp Small to be in go.
Yeah, he doesn't know it yet though. He still has to find Hera, which he's going to do once he gets out of here.
Maybe it's also possible to find the missing keys behind a castle tower. On
Possible.
Kakariko well.
Possible. They could also we could also have a situation where the vanilla, it's a semi-vanilla big key to pod, and we just have to go through the back half of pod. Seb is 3 dungeons away. Gets the third pod key. GT. So as it looks to us right now, Seb cannot finish. Does not know where pod base is. Doesn't know where Swamp Small is. Doesn't know where the Fire for TR is, and doesn't know where Skull Woods is.
And now Seb finally will enter pot.
Yeah, this is a last location here, and he's gonna realize that this Candace Amari was really easy to get.
Yes.
Alright.
Neither runner is able to do Hera Basement because both runners are missing Hera Small.
Yeah, and P-Train, now with the Castle Tower Small there, is in a good position here. Once again, as a reminder, folks, P-Train is most likely not going to finish his Turtle Rock as one of his final two dungeons. Because the Turtle Rock Big Key is in the GT Big Key chest. It's locked where the red mail is normally kept. And he's already full cleared the rest of GT up until that point.
And it's also possible, with the knowledge of all TR entrances or exits, that Zed decides, okay, maybe I will go to the front of TR checking this entrance. He will collect his second Castle Tower Small to play Aghanim Tower for Kakariko well.
Magic powder here. I feel like one of the keys has to be here. Back to Eastern. Small key to Swamp! There it is!
Strong!
Alright, so we are in no mode up here for one potential out. And that small key isn't launching for P-Train.
Oh, we got Butter Sword.
But he needs to go to pod.
So, we can finish Swamp now, we can finish Skull Woods.
Seb cannot finish Skull Woods, does not know where it is. P-Train's going to... Okay, that's it, that's game. The two dungeons P-Train's going to skip are going to be pod on and TR.
Lanmao or also Desert Back is on K45 entrance.
Yeah, and P-Train knows where it is, I think. Or does he? No, he doesn't know where it is, never mind. He doesn't know where that is. I don't think he's been to that area yet.
And now he will finish my... No, this is Desert.
Checking the Desert Small.
Makes sense.
He treats mirroring. He's done. Yeah, he knows. He's done. Seb is gonna enter Swamp Palace here. Was checking the first check of this place going to be the TR Big Key? Or Pod Big Key? No. So Seb might have a route here with the Fire Rod and the Pod Big Key are here, but he's going to have to hustle. Yeah, Petra's looking at every remaining entrance. He knows he can find it in the back of desert, and he's about to enter right now. Yeah, he wasn't in full go mode yet, but he now is. Alright, that's go mode right there. He knows this is where he needs to be.
Yes.
Okay, logically that's screwed. Dark Palace Small Key was locked behind the Swamp Palace Big Key, which was locked behind the Dark Palace Small Key. So that meant that Pod required a logical double dip to full clear. Red armor, 50 rupees.
Oh no.
Oh no, what happened to... Oh well.
I think I know what happened. Yes, his stream is off.
Oh. Alright, P-Train is... ended up here. Alright. Alright, so P-Train doing his last judge now. Alright, we're gonna get things done here real quick. Yeah, P-Train's just beelining it. He's not even checking any items. Alright.
And this will be his last Triforce piece.
Alright, and with that, the goal is met. P-Train will now go to Ganon at the graveyard to go wrap things up. Good back and forth, at least, in terms of the siege. Yeah, Flucha 2 is the fastest way to get over to where it needs to be, because he can just jump across the river here. Cut to the graveyard. And into the fight.
And here is our bacon.
Master Temper Sword is going to be 12 slashes, 6 spins to wrap things up here. As silver, so no problem with the last phase. So I feel like it's going to be a nice one cycle for both phases.
So, phase 3.
Alright. Hit 3, you're going to get to hit 4 here just shortly. Ooh, Ganon decided to stop right on top of him. That looks like it'll be a double, maybe a triple. Got it!
Nice, really, really nice. So, get your GG's ready.
Alright, folks, get your GG's in chat for P-Train, who will be finishing in first place here with an official time of 1:57:30. And I will reveal now that just a few seconds after that finish came in, said did forfeit from the race. And it looks like he had to go to work, so he must have cut his stream off and forgot to account for the delay that we have on the stream. And we are joined by the winner, P-Train here. GG's to you once again.
GG's. P-Train.
Hello. Appreciate
Hello.
it.
So this was... We were worried for you for a good while there. I'm just going to say that right now.
I can guess why. Like, there were a couple of things that I orphaned that just... Yeah, my route felt spaghetti until I got the mirror. And after the mirror, I felt like I was able to clean up a good bit, and I don't know, I felt a lot more grounded in the seat after that.
Yeah, the mirror was what we were worrying about, because the mirror and the lamp were just so early.
Yeah. I just kept finding connectors in places where, like, I didn't want to find connectors, and I also really wanted to get to the mountain. And
Yeah,
none of the connectors found the mountain. I think finally, like, I did a dark connector. I think it was a Death Mountain Descent Cave, which was, ironically, like, the entrances were, like, vanilla. Like, I entered in the Death Mountain, like, south of the Foothill Cave, and then I came out at the Old Man Cave, which is, like, where those usually would connect, but it wasn't the right cave.
Now, we did find the Turtle Big Key. It was in the GC Big Key chest.
Oh, where was the fire rod? Did he find that?
Unknown. Probably in Swamp Palace, though. He unfortunately, didn't account for the delay on the stream, and so we lost him just as he was approaching the waterfall chest.
Yeah, he mentioned in the race game that he had to go to work, so...
Yeah, so, understandable.
But no, this was weird, which I will say that I didn't expect things to work out as smoothly as they did. Because, like, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, great, I have Dark Cross. When am I ever going back for that? I also, like, I went to Mire without fire because, honestly, I didn't really know what else was better. Like, it just took... Kakariko felt so far away. It really felt bad to, like, keep walking back over there. But that basically was Skull Woods. Like, there was just no convenient way to get to Skull Woods. So I ended up doing the Fireless Tip of Mire, which gave me the boots, which helped out a lot because now it doesn't feel so far to go to Kakariko. But then I got the mirror, so my first thought was like, all right, well, let's clean up the pod entrance. And then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, Hyrule Castle's right here. Oh, wait, that's the Thieves Town Big Key. And I was like, all right, well, Mire's also here. You know, first off, it was the dam, which was nice to find. But then I could also clean up Firelocked Mire and that was the flute. So that it felt like almost like a bailout, just how conveniently that worked out. Yeah, I felt like I was
Yeah.
able to get a lot of efficiency in my checks after that.
Yeah, the low-key bailout for you was getting that Cane of Samaria as early as you did, because Seb never found that until near the end.
I don't know. I felt like I had a pod key, or I don't remember where I got it, but I felt like I had the pod key very early.
Hmm.
I mean, that was like one of the first things I did was go to Kakariko, so I had to have found it in the Kakariko area. I don't think I got it out in the Uncle Check. I know I got Hammer in the Uncle Check, but I don't think I got the pod key there. I may have though. Who knows?
Yeah. At least you didn't find the Wall of Eyes. That was over in Dark Shopping Mall for Turtle Rock.
Okay. Yeah, I'd actually like whenever I found the back of Turtle Rock, I didn't want to go to the front, but also like I was kind of hunting entrances and I didn't have that many connectors left. So I thought the odds that it would connect me either to Bumper Cave or to Floating Island were pretty high. Because I really don't like, especially from Laser Bridge, I don't like going all the way to the front of TR. It's just not a play I like to make. So, but this time I felt like it was a bit more justifiable.
Yeah, and the sea pretty much handed you, like, this is the only route we're going to get, because we never found that fire up, we never found that pod bait key.
Yeah, I felt like pre-mirror, at least for me, the way I played it, this seed was really difficult to route. I just didn't feel like there were things that you could do, but none of them that I actually wanted to do. Like when I found Meyer, I could have gone to Vitreous if I wanted to, but it would have been in the dark, and it would have been with Fighter Sword and no bow. I could have done Ice Palace super early. Again, Fighter Sword. I think at that point I had 5 hearts or something like that. Maybe I had 6 or 7. Also, GT. Like I was in a place where I had hammer and hook shot. It was like 3 or 4 hearts, and if I wanted to, I could have gone and killed Ice Armos, but I didn't really want to do that. And then also, like, I got Dark World access super early because of the Houlihan play. So yeah, you just had a lot, but nothing that really, like, at no point did I feel like, oh wow, I'm being really efficient with these checks. So it was a
Yeah,
weird
and
seed.
let's also add on the fact that locked behind Aghanim 1 was 5 items in the well. We never checked those. That could have been, honestly, a tipping point depending on how you want to play the seed out. That could have been our missing items we need for the remaining dungeons, right there.
Yeah, cross
Yeah,
hunt is really awkward to play because like there's so many avenues to go mode, right? So around the time I found flute, I was taking inventory and I was like, all right, I can get to 8 pieces. I need 2 additional things that I can do. And I think one of them was the GT Big Key, which I used to route into the top of Pyramid. And then Swamp Small was my go mode. But right before then, I did some check that gave me the Castle Tower Small Key. And I really did consider it because I'm thinking, like, in my mind, I don't have a lot of overworld items left. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. But I don't know. I also had a ton of items in pod, and I was like, that's like immediately available. I don't have to climb a tower to get to it. So I just picked pod, and I'm glad I did.
Right, so I want to talk about what's ahead for you here, because this was your last race, I believe, in the group stages here, and you are now 4-2 as a result. I believe that means you are going to be moving on, or at the very least, going to have a tiebreaker.
If Blacker Rave sweeps Jesse, then I think I am first in the group. And if Blacker Rave splits with Jesse, then I think I win, don't I? I think I win due to record because that would have meant Blacker Rave is 3-3. So yeah, I think if Blacker Rave wins out, then I beat him with the tiebreaker.
Alright, so you are guaranteed moving on to the bracket stages here, so that must feel really good.
It does. I was worried. I was worried, especially with this being cross hunt. I've had some really gnarly cross hunt seeds. Like I think this is the first seed like out of the past like 4 seeds I've done where I got a hammer before the 2-hour mark. 3 or 4 seeds. So that it's I've been having a rough go with these. So yeah, it feels good to play a cross hunt seed and feel like I did relatively well. Like maybe not my best game, but certainly not something I'm ashamed people can see.
Well, GG to you once again, P-Train. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up? Once again, GG's as well to Seb here. Unfortunately, he is obviously not here for an interview and is not going to be advancing in the tournament with a 1-5 record, but I hope he has enjoyed the races here in the tournament as well.
Yeah, no, just a GG to Seb. Really enjoyed our series. Glad we got to do it. And this may have been Seb's last race of the group.
Yes, he is
I think
officially
so,
locked
yeah.
in at 1-5.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we got to tie it up together. So I wish him the best in all of his rando endeavors. I'm looking forward to see how the rest of the group pans out. And thank you for the restream, the commentating, the tracking, and all that good stuff. I appreciate it.
Thank you for the race here, folks. Make sure to follow Peter and Seb. They put on an excellent race for us tonight. But this is not the last race for the night, folks. In fact, we have one going on right now over on SpeedGaming 2. We have Tenet versus Zelga Dasan. That started about 15 minutes ago. That is an open mode race. And then later on at 9 o'clock, we have Group Z, 80 Keys with Boots, Homeworker versus Deep Fried. And then join us back here on SpeedGaming at 10:40 for another cross hunt where Killer App goes against Kotase. And then on SpeedGaming 2 at 11:40, we have another 80 Keys versus Boots. Swagger loses versus Vex Topher happening once again in SpeedGaming 2. And of course, folks, make sure to follow our runners for putting an extra race first night. Make sure to follow SpeedGaming and SpeedGaming 2 through 6 so you don't miss any racing action, not just the Link to Pass Randomizer tournament. And of course, make sure to follow the ALTTPR Randomizer in its subsidiary channels as well, because we sometimes host races over there or for your viewing pleasure if we have some extra room on the schedule. Phoenix, it's been a great job commentating with you as well. Shoutouts once again shoutouts by the way to our trackers who have gone unmentioned up until this point. Arbu and Seafallen. Great working with you guys, keeping us those items up to date for us. Well done there. And yeah, I'm going to go and rest up my voice here for a bit. So from all of us here at A Link to Pass Randomizer League, I've been WolfLink0370. We just see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
Also from my side, GG to both runners. Also big thank you to you, Wolflink, to commentate with me. It was a pleasure as always. And also from my side, a big thanks to our tracker Abu and C4. And now, if you want to see more rando as called, switch to SpeedGaming 2. There is just an open seat running. And yeah, that was it from my side. We see us next time, and goodbye.